5 observations from yesterday's Bengals practice. Shout out to Dan for posting this as always. Let's get right into it. Joe Burrow jump passes don't just happen in games. He's constantly working on off-platform throws. It's just putting yourself in weird positions and having to use different parts of your body to get enough velocity on it, he said. All right, let's watch this clip. I think I posted this yesterday as a short on my channel, but, man, Bengals football is back, baby. Bengals football is back. Look at that. Dr. Rhodey, too, bro. Hold up. Boop. How far does he get off this ground? Hold up. I gotta watch this. Okay. I ain't gonna hold you. If you gotta throw it that high, there's a situation going on. You know what? If this happens in-game where he jumps up this high to throw the ball, this is how you know that this is like a touchdown. This is a Jamar Chase touchdown right here. If you jump up this high to throw the ball, that's going to be a touchdown pass, 1,000%. All right, so newcomer Lucas Patrick is a candidate to start at right guard. The 9-year veteran is impressed with the new offensive line coach, Scott Peters. It's the most detailed I've ever seen during OTAs. You really get to home in on new techniques, set a tone, and take a flight to the defensive lineman. Yeah, I mean, this is, again, being said by a lot of players, not just him. Scott Peters is getting a lot of praise. And he should, because he is that good of a coach. And I'm very happy and excited that, we actually have an offensive line coach now that we can feel very confident in. Frank Bullock, everybody, was a very interesting gentleman. But very blessed that he is no longer on our team, and we do have a really good offensive line coach now. Chris Jenkins played much of his rookie year wearing a club on one hand to protect a broken thumb. The kid's tough, played through it, and did some good things, said defensive line coach Jerry Montgomery. Imagine if he had both hands. His jump from year 1 to year 2 should be huge. See, honestly, anyone on this defensive line, if they could take a huge jump this year, we need that more than anything right now. Like, we need to be able to grow some homegrown defensive linemen on this team. And anyone, again, whether it's Chris Jenkins, whether it's McKinley Jackson, whether it's Miles Murphy, please, Joseph Asai, Cam Sample, any of these guys, they need to take a step forward. So, Chris Jenkins, I think 1,000% will. As you guys already know, I love Chris Jenkins. Absolutely one of my favorite defensive linemen we have. Strongest player in the draft when we drafted him. I took a pause for a second because I'm thinking, will we ever... Because he's kind of like a hybrid type of guy. He can run stuff, but he can also pass rush to a certain degree. If we can get him to a point, again, because he was the strongest player in that draft, we can get him to a point where he can really just get to the quarterback with, like, as much as, maybe not as much as Trey, but at least to a point where we can put up some good numbers. He could be really, really good. Then the issue is, will we pay him? Anyway, that's a question for another day. Undrafted Jordan Moore out of Duke, 177 catches, 21 touchdowns, will be a player to keep an eye on during preseason. He's an A-plus young man, fits our culture, and wants to be great, said Troy Walters. He's coachable. I'm excited to see him as one of our guys. So we have heard some very positive things right now about Jermaine Burton. Obviously, Isaiah Williams is also on this team. Now we have this guy, Jordan Moore, out of Duke. And if that's the case, that's a lot of receivers for that 3, 4, and 5 spot. Right? Because right now we got, right there, T. Higgins, Yoshi, Jermaine Burton, that's 4. And then 5, actually, my bad, 5, 6, 5, 6. Hold up. Hold up, I'm not mathing correctly. 5 would be Isaiah Williams. 6 would then be Jordan Moore. Because we know dang straight, Chuck Sizzle is never going to be a wide receiver for us. So, that actually works out pretty well. Because we do have 2 spots available. After Jermaine Burton, especially because Jermaine Burton is doing really good this offseason. Outside Jermaine Burton, we still have 2 spots available. Could work out very well with this guy. So, again, it's one of those things where definitely someone in that 5th or 6th spot will make the team. Especially because I'm going to assume we keep 6 receivers. That's normally what we do. So, we'll see. Especially because of injuries. You always want to have 6 receivers. Big contract extensions haven't changed Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. They rewarded fans that waited in the rain by signing autographs after practice. They've been awesome, said Walters. They understand to while much is given, much is required and expected. Nice. And look at that. Beautiful. That was a touchdown as well. All right, so get across the board. Very excited for this upcoming year. I just love to see this type of stuff because this is Bengals football being back. And the offseason is too dang long. Like, we need to find a way to cut this offseason down. I know we're already in June, and trust me, I feel very blessed to be able to say it out loud because offseason is like, it's literally the worst thing possible. And again, this is my job to cover the Bengals. So it's even worse because like my job's related to it, but it's also my mentality, right? I'm a football guy. I love football. I love football my whole life. No Bengals football is like going crazy, man. Going crazy. Anyway, guys, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I'm also going to start live streaming daily again. I think we're going to do it sometime starting mid-June, I want to say. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel for that. But peace out.